Where we at tonight, y'all? This is the one and only, the illustrious Shatter Illusionz podcast, and I am your host, TK McKenna.
Will I take him to the drinking?
Guys, I am more excited for this show than I've been for one in a very, very long time. I'm going to tell you why shortly, but before I do that, I have to do what I always do. Alex, who's the one been keeping the show going in the background, we really appreciate you. How you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
Why you always so dry with your intro, man?
I'm tired.
Did you just sing that?
But I'm here.
All right.
She here. She been
I'm
putting
tired.
that work. And before I really get into too much, guys, like the video first of all. Y'all been helping us grow tremendously in the algorithm, and we really appreciate you guys. We've been getting steady views. We have more content. Really liking it. So thank y'all for that. And also, I want to reintroduce my one and only, well, not one and only, but one of my brothers. D, how you feeling, bro?
Will I take him to the drinking?
Welcome back.
Well, first of all, you were headed down the right path saying one and only because no one else is like me. But nah, I feel good. It's cool. We're going to have a nice, wholesome show. This show going to be wholesome.
Hey, you know, anytime D on the platform, it's going to be a wholesome show. It ain't going to be too much ratchetness and all that other stuff. And then, you know what? I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Let's go ahead and get to it. Ladies, how y'all feeling?
Good.
I'm so happy to have y'all back. And we have a new lady joining the panel. And we'll get to her when we get to her because we gotta let her know she's not special, first of all. That's gonna be the first thing we start.
Wow.
Okay. So we want to start there. But for the ones that have already been here, can you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell the people what you do and all that other stuff? So we want to start right at the top.
Hello, you guys. I'm BK and I'm a beauty consultant.
BK, this is how many times you been on the show so far?
Over 5, I think.
Let's go ahead and clap it up for her. If I can find my applause button. BK, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Our next lady, go ahead.
Hey, you guys. It's Nita, and I am a tech consultant.
Oh, I forgot to ask y'all. Age too, by the way. Age and relationship status.
I am 31, and I am single.
How old are you?
Oh, God.
No, don't even do me like that.
Oh, my.
And BK, how old are you again?
31.
This is sad. This is very
My
sad.
what?
But you know what? I got a lot of love for him. So I'm not gonna go too hard on him tonight. I'm gonna chill. And now we have are we calling a special or no?
Yes.
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 What kind of question?
See, this is what you gotta understand. First of all, you deal with weak dudes.
Ooh.
You have to
Lord.
earn everything that you get from us, okay? So you're not special until we deem you special, right, D?
Well, don't
He said a wholesome show.
don't put me in this.
You're
That's
not
what y'all.
special. So can we go ahead and say, first of all, we want to welcome you to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Go ahead and give the people your name, your age, your relationship status, and what you do for work.
I'm Brooke. I'm 32.
Wait, how old are you?
Go ahead, just do it.
You see how she's giving up already? I love that. She's already beaten down. I love it. We didn't even start yet. I love it.
Magic Johnson number.
32. Go ahead.
I am single, not ready to mingle, and I
Stop
am,
the cap.
oh no, and I'm a bartender, bottle girl. I travel and do bartending and stuff like that. So yeah,
She belongs to the streets.
definitely not.
Okay, so Brooke, we really appreciate you. As you can see, we kind of like playing around and everything. So this is what we're gonna do. Before we start the show, we're gonna decide at the end. Everybody's gonna vote. We're gonna decide we want you down here again after this. So you better be on your best A game. Okay. All right. So
I'm sorry.
I'm ready to start. Let's go ahead and roll into the conversation for today. And we're going to be talking about long distance relationships. Oh, probably more appropriately.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the first question. And a general topic, ladies. And we're gonna let our lady of honor go first, which is you. Generally speaking, Brooke, how do you feel about long-term relationships?
Long distance. Or
Long
term?
distance, sorry, thank you. Long distance relationships. And can they work in 2024 from a general sense?
I personally wouldn't be in one.
Can
They might could work for some people, but me, no. I need you to be around.
And why do you think they need to be around? Is it because you are one of those people that need quality time or you need a lot of
Yeah, I
attention or what?
I like going places, doing things. I need you to be like in my space.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I respect that. Anything else you want to add? That's pretty much it.
Let's see.
Go ahead, Shanita.
Kind of the same boat as well too. I personally don't find them working. Actually, let me say that back. I guess it really just depends. Probably just in general depends on kind of maybe what you're looking for. Me personally, myself, I wouldn't want a long distance relationship, but maybe for other people, let's say if quality time isn't your thing, or it doesn't really matter if you having that, I guess, constant closeness on a consistent basis. Then then hey, it don't really matter if I don't see this person every single day. I'm okay with seeing them like let's say once a month. And again, that's fine for other people, but for me, nah, that's not a thing for me.
What you got, BK?
I think it comes from your perspective and lifestyle. So I think it can work. You have to just see if it can fit in your lifestyle for real. I think that's where it all boils down to is the mindset and if the time could be delivered, if the person wants and needs could be fulfilled.
Alex, what you got? You've been quiet back there. Go ahead.
Negative. I can't do it.
Why
Absolutely
not? Why
I
not?
gotta see my nigga every day. I don't gotta be up under you every day, but I like to be physical touch. Like that's just me. So it's not happening for me.
Hi, D. Go ahead and save me from these girls just saying the same thing over and over again.
I didn't say the same thing.
Besides BK.
I was in a long. Why y'all laugh when I'm serious? I can't even be serious. But I was in a long distance relationship at one point in time when in my college years. Yeah, it didn't work out. I think a lot of times people think things should be a certain way, like social media and everything else, and how it should work out. And I think that affects people's relationships when you're trying to set standards up based off social media and how things should work. So it didn't work out back in the past, but good thing it did.
So I'm gonna say this just from a fella's perspective. We know that most guys, we have a lot of young guys that watch us, and most of the time when a dude's gonna be in a long-term relationship is normally because his chick's away at college. And as we all know, y'all gonna deny this, ladies, but college is probably like one of the worst times to be in long distance relationships, especially because when a woman is away from you, out of your mind, she's gonna be doing some very nefarious things you don't want to know about. And y'all gonna go ahead and say that, oh, not all women do that. You're right, not all women do that, but the majority will. I want you to think about the kind of life that most women live up until college. Normally, it's a very kind of sheltered thing, and college is their first taste of real freedom. And when you've been restricted for so long in your personal life, and you finally get that whole new thing of freedom, your home boyfriend is now basically like an old toy that you don't want anymore. When you walk onto that campus, you become the young gazelle in a freaking Serengeti full of hungry lions. And your girl's now going to be being approached by football players, pro basketball players, guys that just been having sex the whole time and know how to get your girl out of her underwear. And now she's going to compare every single guy to you. And I don't have that kind of trust in women where I can believe that a girl is going to say no 100 times to 100 different dudes. Eventually, most women are going to fold. Now, y'all going to say, not all women, not all. Yeah, that's true. Not all. But I'll say 99.9%. So for long distance relationship, guys, if you're going in college, don't do it. Because I promise you, Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray will be pounding your joint out.
Oh my gosh.
And your brothers, ladies. But I know you got to say something to that. Like,
It's the name.
I just want to know why I gotta be Tyrone and Pookie. Why can't it be Chad and John? Like,
oh no, we do. Listen, see, Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray are what we call like that black hyper masculine hood nigga. Now, but like when you have that kind of strong white guy, it is a
So why
Chad.
can't it be a Chad?
Mr. Can't get right. Let's just say that.
Wait, hold on, but you like white dudes?
I don't discriminate.
You
That's
know
a
what?
yes.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a member of the Black Panther Party.
Well, you see my hair clearly. You know, I'm
yeah,
down for the cause. but-
that's all right. That's all
Wait,
right.
wait, wait.
Well,
Have you fucked a white dude before?
Oh, yeah.
you getting in there?
Yeah.
You literally getting in there tonight. That's crazy.
I thought I liked Brooke. I
He
I
had a
thought
lot
I
of
did.
black friends in his defense.
What? Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold up.
I'm not gonna say what race, what people.
You wildin'. Like, wait, so was he one of them white guys that actually acted black, or was it?
Not really like some, but not. No. It wasn't given like Wigga, you know. But
Wigga is crazy. What the hell is going on? Okay, so was it only one or was it multiple?
No, it was only one.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
You relax right now.
We fall down, but we get up.
All right. So let's go to the feasibility aspect of it. Do you guys think with social media and everything, is it feasible to be in a long-term relationship? Because I mean, let's be honest, with things like FaceTime, Instagram, and Twitter, things like that, it makes it easier to communicate long-term and from a long distance. But at the same time, it also gives people the perception of more options as well. So do you guys think that social media helps long-term, I keep saying long-term, long-distance relationships, or does it hurt it? What you think? I'm gonna let you go first, D. Does social media help it or hurt it?
This is interesting. Most people love remote work. They like working remotely, not going
Yeah.
into work and everything else. You trust your paycheck gonna be there. You trust you're gonna get paid and everything else. But when it comes to relationship, people lack trust in other individuals. And the reason that people most likely lack trust in other individuals because they know themselves and what they most of the time would do themselves. So I think that's the whole hold up with the long distance thing. So
You know what? That is a great point, D. And you know what? I found it funny in all my years of dealing with all women I've dealt with, right? Every time a girl projected on me like I was cheating, I always found out it was actually her that was cheating. You know, people project their insecurities, their fears, their traumas, and things onto you. And like D was just saying, like, if somebody praised that question to you, like, oh, you cheating on me? Oh, what you doing? Why you ain't calling me back? My red flag starts going up like, why is she so pressed to like know what the hell I'm doing? Like, why is she on my back so much about certain things? Now I go to like, if she's blaming me for that, she probably doing it now. That's a great point.
I do want to say this though. It's the capability of them thinking about doing it or them actually doing it. It's not all the time them doing it, but them having the capability of even thinking about it sometimes. So, you know, that I think that's the thing. Like people see themselves in asking those questions sometimes, and they say, "Well, I would do that, or I would think about doing that." So then it becomes a thing.
BK, I want you to go ahead and take this next. Do you think social media kind of helps or hurts long distance relationships in 2024?
Both. Because I feel like some I've witnessed some people use social media differently. It's not for the and like if you go on their page, you can just see like what they even follow, what they even attracting. It's not to get caught up in the mix of stuff. Like some people don't even follow the shade room. Like, you know, it's just certain things that just not going to entertain. But when you are far away in different countries, you only can like have Instagram or something far as the service. It's just sometimes it can help and sometimes it can hurt it. It just depends on what you're feeding your mind at the end of the day in your relationship. But people also got to learn too when in dating to ask people job occupations. So I don't talk to military guys because of the simple fact I know it's a possibility that a long distance can happen if you get deployed, and I'm not going to be able to handle that. So I will avoid just even entertaining that type of lifestyle. So sometimes people lifestyle come with a long, like you may run into a long distance relationship. It's a possibility.
That's a good point. But do you think that most people use social media in the way that you described it? Because let's be honest, social media can be an avenue where you can create content, make more money, use it for positive kind of reinforcement of your mind. but most people don't use it that way. They use it as a way to distract themselves. They follow the Shade Room and what's these other joints called? Justin LaBoy and all these other things. So it's not like people using it to do a positive thing. So I mean, I always like to base my thing on what the majority of people do, not a small minority, if that makes sense.
If you do dirt, or if you know that you're going to do dirt, I wouldn't even recommend long distance and social media, because you're going to find out. The world is even smaller with social media. You're going to find out. That's just setting yourself up. That's like literally putting a gun to your head.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, go ahead, Shanita.
Kind of similar as well too. I guess it could be beneficial and kind of novel. I think overall, I don't see social media really being that helpful for long distance relationships. Again, just for that reason of like we talked about on other episodes as well too, that with social media, there's a lot more options. And so with you, it's just honestly seeing all those different lovely options out there, whether it be for a man or for a woman. I just sometimes don't see that as honestly being helpful. Even with, again, let's say, of course, now we got like FaceTime, you got Skype and other little other avenues so that you can see your person, whether they're, however far away they are. But still, I think it really just kind of falls down to, if you are someone that prefers physical touch and I want to touch on you, I don't care how many times.
And that's most women.
Yeah. I want to be touched on. I want forehead kisses. I want to feel you, smell you, and all the other good fun stuff. So it don't matter how many times I FaceTime. I can FaceTime you all day, every day. I want to see you.
Let me go ahead and hop in with that real quick too. I'm not gonna say any names, but a lot of the people that I talk to as even just platonic female friends, they have what you would call a long distance relationships. And they call me and ask me all the time about certain things of what I think about the men they're dealing with. And I'm gonna say this for y'all real quick, ladies. When y'all deal with a dude that's like 2 or 3 states away, I want you to recognize the majority of the time he's going to be cheating. And a lot of the time he has a whole different life set up in those 2 or 3 different states. So what a guy will do is that he'll have you on this kind of string 3 or 4 states away while he really has his whole separate life built down on wherever he's at. And he'll call you when it's convenient, whenever he's not in the house, on the way to work, whenever his primary girl's not around. He'll keep you on the string long enough to kind of keep you in that place of like,
you're not going nowhere.
Yeah, exactly.
well, the more so which on the line you're saying is more so to keep the access to you. To keep the access. That's what most people, both sexes do it. A way to keep access to people.
Do you feel like that type of lifestyle is like a pay to play?
What do you mean by that?
Like, you gotta keep her happy some way to keep on the string. I think like if he was tossing her money, paying her bills, or like keeping her attention there.
No. I'm about to go somewhere with you.
Okay.
The men like that, right? Most of the men like that do have that lifestyle and they live in that, they prey on you loving them or caring about them. It ain't about the money.
I'm talking about for the female, like to keep her on that string.
But to keep her on the string is, baby, I care about you.
He's love bombing her.
You mean everything to me. I wish we could be closer, but my situation here, this is too hard. This I do to talk.
He ain't paying for nothing up here.
But don't nobody. But that's how that's what you would think. But most men can use their words and they lie their way through just to keep you on that string.
And a female that go for that is a silly female. You have to get.
Then there's a lot of silly
females.
females.
A lot of them out here.
You know what? And that was you, Alex, who said that?
No.
Who said that?
Me.
What?
You know what? I think
thought
I might
BK
actually
said
like her
that.
now. But listen, you're right about that, because it'd be some of the girls that I talk to, even just as friends. They'll be smart, they'll be beautiful, but I'm like, Slim, the game that this dude's running on you, I can see 10 miles away. You're right there in the middle of it, and you can't see the forest for the trees. And like BK said, she just said it, like, there are some women that when you're not involved with it, it looks stupid. But once you're involved, then you can't see it because your emotions are being manipulated. From the outside looking in, you'd be like, yeah, this girl dumb as shit. But I guarantee you, all y'all have been dumb for some nigga before.
Turn the mic off.
No, listen, I'm not saying that anybody won't go through a dumb stage, but how long is she staying dumb? How long did this?
It don't
this
matter.
You'll
It's
be
not.
surprised,
It don't matter.
Because-
I know women that stay dumb for 2-3 years.
Because it's
2 or 3
like
decades.
That's
a
true,
long
too.
distance. If he have a whole another lifestyle set up or whatever the case may be, and that's why I say that open communication, that honesty, it almost sound like something poly stuff going on. But if he's up here taking care of Merlin chick and he's down there in Miami and taking care of Miami chick, some women are okay okay with it because their love language is not physical.
Y'all
touch
only
and
turn into
quality time first.
y'all only turn into Inspector Gadgets when y'all want to leave the dude to find a reason to leave. Other than that, you're gonna play stupid, play dumb because he makes me feel good and he's stimulating something
Well,
in
we
me.
talking about long distance.
I'm
though.
talking about long
So you're
distance
not even
too.
Seeing him, like,
It
at
don't
least
matter.
if-
He stimulate your mind.
He's seeing his life on Instagram.
But you might even see him once or once a month or every 3 months or something like that. But it's dudes that can stimulate the mind and they'll keep doing it and playing that game.
I get it. And I said I could see a person being in something longer if it's here. But if it's in Florida and
It don't matter if our lifestyle's a certain way.
Okay.
For instance, let me just point out something. Most people, when they pass the age of 30, they have children, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have children, you have work, you have everything else.
get it.
So the lifestyle fits you for that moment
Yeah,
or whenever it fits
do
you.
work with people that don't have no kids, though. It can possibly work.
Can I say something? Because I'm trying to be very careful with my words because this person watches this show. But the girl I'm referring to, she's a good-looking female. You know, she has options. When I say options, you know what I mean. But she's a good-looking person. And she would call me and confide in me and ask me about what this guy's doing 3 or 4 different states away. And I say, hey, Slim, this nigga got a girl.
Yeah.
And I recognize the pattern because I ran that game before. Granted, it wasn't like 3 or 4 states away, but like the girl might be.
It was next door.
Nigga. You know what? You ain't gonna bomb me out tonight, BK. That's not what this is about. I'm bombing her out right now, not me. But my point in saying that is like women have different requirements for different dudes. So she'll make a dude that she don't like, she'll make him pay a higher price for what a dude that's not doing anything for her gets for free. If you get what I'm trying to say. So the dude wasn't doing anything. He would just call when he wanted to get off, when he wanted to like some pictures or something like that. And she would do it willingly. This is where most guys mess up. Y'all don't realize that a girl falls in love by you doing things for her, not you.
She doing things for you.
Lord have mercy.
You know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you meant, but go ahead, say it.
My point here it is. A girl falls in love when she does things for you, not the other way around. So she was investing time, her body, sending the nigga money, and all this other stuff. While there were plenty of other guys that were trying to take her out on dates, buy her flowers and stuff, but she couldn't see that. Now, if you asked her from the outside looking in, she would say she wants the guy that's sending her the flowers and sending her money. But the guy that was actually getting the sexual stuff out of her wasn't doing any of that. She was doing everything for him. That's when a girl really falls in love with you by doing things for you, not the other way around.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
Absolutely not.
No. When a woman come and say this, most women, even like with my wife, like most women I was dating initially, they wouldn't do too much. They wouldn't do things for me. But when
I could see
she started doing stuff for me,
because guys could be the same way.
I don't know. I don't know. Most men I know.
Can you say that even when guys feel a different type of love, it's some things that you can say that you did for this one particular female that you won't do for the average female?
Listen, most men that got it and doing well and stuff like that, they'll initially put out. Like they'll put out. Like I'm not. Most men not in those conversations where we're gonna go 50-50 on the first date. The men I know, let me say that. The men I know, they're not having conversations like that. They're gonna do most of the time they're doing what they do. So when I do hear females say, he wanted to go 50-50 on, what type of dude you dating? Oh yeah, he got us a Subway sandwich and cut it in half. like I'd be confused. Like I would never do that. I would get the money I need, even if I didn't have before I took a woman on the date. Like I'll get the money I need before that's what I would do. So I couldn't even see myself doing that. So when I be hearing women like in their 30s saying men do stuff like that, like he took me for a picnic. He took me for a picnic and brought some Pringles and some bologna sandwiches. Like what? Like stuff like that be throwing me off.
Do you not find it funny that how you always hear stories of men like that? They have to go 50-50 on dates, don't pay for dates, so the girl has to spot him money. Do you ever find that most of those dudes never have a problem getting women? It's always the guys that do too much have a problem getting the women.
It's the ones that they get the chance, that you get a chance to. Because he said, again, going back to the words, is what he said to you.
Now, do you think also it could be a facade. You know how like some guys they'll play that role, that 100% role in the beginning, and then end up being a 50-50 ass person.
See, we just talked about this earlier too, D, and I'm so glad you said that, BK. It's not necessarily a facade because I say this all the time.
Well, you just wasn't living your authentic self and you was trying to
No.
The red flags
When-
are always there.
Thank you, Alex.
You just choose to ignore them.
Thank you. They're always there because I say this all the time to the chicks that I talk to. Like they'll try to get me to meet a dude they're dealing with because I tell them the straight truth automatically. And like if I talk to a man, I see that he has no goals, he has no ambition, he's not talking about anything but smoking weed, playing video games, doesn't know anything about how money works. I can say in 5 minutes that dude's a loser or not. 5 minutes. But you, not you, but you know what I'm saying. You who spends most of your day with them, multiple months, even multiple years, you see that man never finishes anything, smokes all day, is a piece of shit, and you can't tell that in 5 years of being with him, but I can tell it in 5 minutes. So my point in saying that's a long way to say the red flags are always there. You just choose to ignore them. I can tell if a man's on some shit in the first 5 minutes.
And
Can they see it and just be scared to leave it?
no, listen.
Something
No, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
If it's fresh.
90% of women,
5
95%,
years.
95% of women are Bob the Builders. I can fix this man. I can fix what he acts like this, but the way I am, I'm gonna change this man. But most of the times, most
You
people
have to say Barbara the Builder.
Barbara, whatever. you think you could change and work on this man. He a certain type of way, but I can make because of who I am, I can make him this
Bob
way.
the Builder. You trying to be Barbara the Builder?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You don't gotta do that. I feel like women put themselves in places where you ain't gotta put yourself in. You know this man is everybody has their flaws, but it's flawed to the point of he may be violent. He may be emotional.
That's a flaw?
Violence?
You say he may be violent.
Yeah, he's violent. Like
Okay.
his violence is a part of it. Like, and I'm saying this is how you get to. This is just one example. Knowing the man that like violence, his temperament is horrible.
Mhm.
You see his temperament's horrible. You see him smack things, hit things, or do things. His emotional intelligence is way off. You notice this. You see it, but you say, you know what? I'm gonna calm him. I'm gonna calm him because because the way I am, I'm gonna have him a calm. No, you're not.
I
No, you're
learned that
not.
even your superpowers can't work on other people. So I'm not gonna ever think a calm spirit, even though it's positive and good, that it can ever calm down something that is choosing to be violent.
I'm sorry to say this.
Whew.
None of us has superpower. We're human. We bleed
Oh
and
my
we
God.
die. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying even what I'm saying, you know, you can get hurt from certain situations. You know that people act a certain type of way. We're still human and we all can fall victim to stuff. And not even victims sometimes volunteer for stuff because we know this person is like this.
Mm-hmm.
Bars, bro. And my favorite quote is that there is no victims, they're just volunteers. Like literally, you'll see a man, like Dee was just saying, if a man has any kind of emotional outburst within the first 2 months of you seeing that dude, that's not
as a person.
That's my point. And problems only get worse with time and not better. So it'll be him yelling at you one time, then it'll be him smacking a wall, then it'll be him breaking something, then it'll be next thing he's going to push you, then he's going to hit you, then it's going to be full out domestic violence thing. My point is these things gradually escalate over time, but women will see those signs and be like, you know what? I never saw that side of him. Yes, you did. You saw it escalating from the beginning. You chose to ignore it though. People don't go from 0 to 100. Everybody tests and see what they can get away with. Everybody does that.
It's a support thing too. Like I think the biggest thing sometimes, you know, this man not gonna support you in the way that you need to be supported. It ain't even always about money. He ain't even there for you emotionally. You tell him something going on, dang, that's crazy, baby. he don't even got nothing for you. I mean, you don't always got a word to say to somebody, but he ain't even there for you. That's crazy. My tie flat. That's crazy, baby.
Damn.
But you know what?
Just damn.
Damn.
You-
No
but-
assistance, no nothing.
But
Just damn.
I'm just saying that's all he got for you is that's crazy.
So what you gonna do? What?
Like-
Oh, shit,
I'm
look at
talking to
bro.
you about it.
Trigger.
Oh, real bad.
Hey, we got it, bro. We got it. That shit crazy.
Wait. So
Hey,
this,
we got-
this is a little sour. So again,
Okay.
to your point, in them situations, if you come to your man and be like, babe, like I got a flat tire on the side, I'm on the side of the road, and he like, damn, that's crazy.
Dang, you got AAA? Yeah.
That ain't my man no more.
Oh, again, for just for the two men, actual men right here, what would be again advice for the the ladies listening? What would be the way that like, okay, hey, this is how a man should respond in them type of situations?
But I had three.
I'm about to say.
Long distance.
I'm about to say. No, wait.
Right.
Hey, hold on, y'all.
Where is this man
Let D
located?
go ahead, D. Go ahead.
Listen, I'm about to respond to your question.
Is he long distance still?
No, we if he long distance, of course, that AAA thing, man.
Yes.
But if he here, right? First thing he need to come out of his mouth, where you at? Where you at? If I could get to you faster than AAA can, I'm getting it. If you 2 hours away or something like that, of course, I'm gonna call AAA. But if you 30 minutes, 15 minutes away, all right, hold on, let me drop what I'm doing. Let me come help you. And whatever else I got going on, hey, let me hold this on. If he really mess with you, this is what he gonna do. He gonna come to you, change your tire. And if he can't change the tire,
He gonna sit with you until AAA comes.
if he can't change, no. If he can't change the tire, he'll do that. But you need to leave him maybe too.
But you know what, BK? I'm glad you said that because it's not even if I'm like, let's say you're an hour and a half out and I'm like down here, you're like, I don't know, Bethesda or something, it's traffic. He should at least, if not call AAA for you, stay on the phone with you until somebody gets there. It's just the safety things. Ain't no way that no chick I'm dealing with is going to be on the side of the road. If I can help and I can get to her, it's not going to happen. And if I can't get to her, I'm calling AAA myself. I'm going to stay on the phone with you until AAA comes. But let's go ahead and go to reality here for a minute.
But hold on, because he said something. He said you should leave him, right? So what age do you think a guy should learn to change a tire then?
This gonna go and hold up a rabbit hole. Because listen, I just had a talk with my therapist. People, and she be so intrigued to talk to me, we always go over time. But listen, people need to understand this. You have to know a person's background and family tree, which is important when you get from the start of talking to somebody. Because you learn, I met 3 of your aunts, all of them crazy. What's going on with you? Like, you got to know, like, you see certain things in their family, their mama, their dad, even 2-parent households. Everybody don't have them because of whatever situation, but you see certain things. I see the difference in those things. It's certain differences that you got to know. So even learning how to change a tire. My dad, I saw him, I watched him. My mom ain't show me how to cook. I was just down there watching. I know how to cook now. I know how to do certain things because I was. But I'm just saying, I don't know it's a proper age because if we give an age out, it's appropriate when you're ready to learn.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a straight answer.
So you think it's like a willing thing, like as a man, you should want to know certain things to take the initiative?
This is my opinion, and I'm just gonna say for me, I think that probably around 13 is probably a good age to learn that skill. Okay. And it is different for everybody.
Maturity, though, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Maturity. Somebody might not be mature enough to learn, sit down and learn how to do those things. That's what I'm talking maturity wise. I'm not. I feel like immaturity.
Age and maturity is 2 different things. But Alex, you was gonna say something. I don't want to cut you off. You have something, Alex?
No, go ahead.
Okay. But you've been kind of quiet, and I noticed you kind of get riled up a little bit when that whole tire thing came. When you got anything that you need to add?
I mean, my 12-year-old son know how to change a tire, but that's because his dad taught him. Though I think it also depends on your environment.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the guy that didn't come change the tire.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
What was that conversation? What was that call like? Like you told him, what was that whole transition?
Tell your
we ain't gotta go through a
transition. Tell your truth. Tell your truth.
No, he was blocked. Geico was called, and I figured it out.
But you know what, Brooke? I find it funny that most chicks who like this is how women do, and I hate to keep pounding this like he-man woman hating club, but I just know women so well. Women have 2 guys for 2 different things, so
oh Lord,
they will put the responsibility of changing the tire on somebody they're platonically friends with, somebody they know that has interest in them. But they ain't really fucked yet because that guy's going to be what I call the emotional gas station. Mm-hmm. You see Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray, your favorite names. They make you feel bad about yourself. You know, they make you feel like you have low self-esteem. You start questioning your worth as a woman. You start wondering why he won't commit to you. And then you call Beta Bob, who's the friend. He makes you feel good about yourself. So my point is that
because Pookie gonna have her tire going down the road.
No, Pookie ain't gonna come.
Pookie ain't showing up. Pookie is not showing up. Pookie gonna tell me call him when I get home.
And
Pookie
then
ain't
they
showing
try
up.
to
Hey, let
fuck
me
you
know
after.
when you get home
Yeah,
safe.
let me know how that go. Like Pookie ain't showing
Then he
up.
gonna try to fuck after that
Exactly.
too.
He gonna call
Hey,
me
what
tomorrow.
time-
Tomorrow,
what-
so
what
you
time you-
doing?
what time
you
you
get
get
your
in the house?
tire fixed? Yeah,
You
Pookie
you
ain't
on
gonna
wheel?
get me?
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
you get
hey,
your-
Come get
You
me?
get your tire
Hey,
fixed, your car good now.
you on
Like,
wheels?
Right, exactly. Pookie ain't coming.
Hey, I do want to ask you this. Do you believe in what we call preferred providers?
Oh my God.
That was like
What?
Preferred providers.
Preferred
Yeah,
providers.
stuff that you
You
prefer
bet, you can tell.
certain men to do.
Oh, you gotta have, yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I'm glad she's honest with
Yeah.
it. Certain
You
men
gotta
are
have-
good
they
for certain things.
Yeah, and they not good for other things because you can't take everybody everywhere.
I'm gonna be honest. The history of the show, most women don't come out and say
Oh yeah,
what she just said.
Uh-uh.
All right,
that's
thank
that
you.
leap
And
of game.
I let them know their position too.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
here we
Because you
go.
have to
Okay.
you have to
Oh, no, no,
understand.
you better go
'cause you're
down
not
that
gonna- but you're
rabbit
not gonna-
hole.
But you're not
No,
gonna
I'm not.
overstep your boundary now.
So you tell him, I'm only gonna get food from you.
If you try to act like he you know the other
No,
one.
you only tell him you only tell the
If
boundaries if he
tries
tries.
to
Yeah,
overstep,
okay.
If he tries to overstep, then yes.
She's honest with that because
Yeah.
she was making it seem like
No,
you the
no.
food boy.
If
You
they
know,
try to overstep, no,
Okay,
no, sir.
okay,
Humble
okay.
yourself.
Wait, why the face Q?
What you got to say?
Because you know he got something to say.
What you got to
Oh,
say?
my
He got something to
This is I was fucking with Brooke until that comment. Here it goes. Like this is you were like a lot of girls that come down here and you think that you have game because you deal with weak ass niggas. You
I
know,
don't think I have game at all. I didn't say that.
okay.
I simply said yes. that
Maybe
there are certain people
you
for
didn't
certain
say that,
things.
but you implied it because I'm gonna tell you this: any man that's worth a damn and knows what he brings to the table, he's not going to sit around and do favors for you for a woman he's not fucking. That's just not going to happen. You know, because if you try to put me into that category of saying like, hey, you know, I'll make you come and change my tire, but I'm going to call Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray to stroke me out. My immediate thing when any girl who asks me to do something that's not my girl or a girl that I'm fucking or family, you ask me to do a favor, my immediate thing is where your nigga at?
Mhm.
You're not trying to adopt her as the cousin?
You said what?
Hey, cousin.
Nah, man,
Cut
fuck
me.
that.
Cut me.
Fuck that. If you ain't my family, you ain't a girl that's like been bringing value to me or somebody that I'm having sex with. You can't ask me for nothing.
Wait, what about friends?
What is that?
Like if I called you, I was
no,
stuck on the side of the
girl.
road, you wouldn't like come and
It
help
ain't
me?
it
No,
ain't giving
hold
hey
on.
bestie.
You and I are different. I'm not talking about you because I consider you more like on a family route.
Okay. I
And on
said
top of
adopt a
that,
cousin.
you bring value to me as well. You're sitting here down here doing my show. You've been helping me out, so I would do something for
Oh,
you.
all right.
But I'm saying for chicks that just want to call me for like haven't
Trying to
done
use you
anything
for
for
stuff.
But
me.
how do
Yeah.
females feel comfortable doing
Yeah,
that?
they
If I
trying to
haven't
use
talked
you
to
for
you in
stuff.
like 3-6 months, but I'm not about to call you and ask you for a favor.
If it's one thing I know a bitch won't have is audacity.
I'm
trying to
yeah,
tell you.
yeah. They will find it.
you think
Just
I'm
like
They
playing?
will find it to give. Yes. Yeah.
So trust me, it's not as uncommon as you think it is. Like, and we were talking about this the other day on one of our shows. Like, the more kind of chicks that you talk to, because girls kind of see the lifestyle that I live, the more chicks that you talk to, the more try to ask you for certain things like money automatically, because most joints out here really are struggling for money. So they see what you got and they trying to size you up kind of thing. And I'm like, dude, you got the right game, but the wrong nigga. But a lot of dudes will actually give into that and actually give them money because most dudes are simps. They want to lead with their wallet.
Oh, but even with you sitting there saying that as well too, do you also kind of feel as though like, and I know you're not like this at all. Okay, you know how some niggas that maybe all right. Like one of my friends, he'll be like, okay, let's say his dream girl. There's a certain one that's like his dream girl, and he's like, that woman can get anything, any and everything she want from me. So for her, he would be a simp for his dream girl.
But is she asking for all of this, or is he just willing to give?
Good question.
Well, we didn't really
Because
honestly
these
go.
girls are out here asking for things. They don't
But I was like,
deserve.
let's say like, well, if she was out here asking, just okay, like you meet a girl and she's like, oh my gosh, she's bad as hell, whatever, and she's asking, but she probably don't really give a damn about you, but just just thinking with their dick, not with their head. So I'm like, damn, she bad as hell, so I'm gonna give it this, I'm gonna give it that, or whatever she asked for, I'm gonna give it to you.
So he's a trick.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
pretty
see, that's the kind of misconception there, because most dudes assume that women say, like you hear women say they want a guy that can protect and can provide and do things for her, and women do want those things, but here's the caveat: it has to be with the man she already likes and already respects. The respect isn't there, so therefore she's going to take as much as she can get from that guy without getting anything in return. I'll give you like this: If I have a woman that I know that I can just call over, I never gotta take her out. We never go out anywhere. She comes over, she fucks, she sucks, and she just leaves. I'm thinking in the back of my mind, like, damn, this girl a hoe. I love a girl I can just call over and just frivolously have sex with her. And I don't care what men say. When you have a girl like that, you subconsciously lose respect for a little bit. Flipping on the other end, women are the same way. They know that you can just buy them stuff, take them out. You don't have to do anything for them. Subconsciously, they start thinking like, this nigga's a bitch.
That's all fair.
I'm gonna take advantage of it.
No, because even my dad would say shit like that. He was just like, talking about like parts like when he was like, younger and dating females. He was like, one thing I love a bitch that don't ask me for shit. He's like, he's like, I'll keep her around for years.
But see,
she don't never ask me for anything. I got to take her nowhere. I got to do shit for her. Maybe here and there I might get a little nails done if I feel like it. Just be a little nice. What is that? That ain't shit. Give you $100. He's like, then after that, don't got to do shit for you for the whole year.
But see, that's my point, and it goes back to the Patrice O'Neal thing. Men want to get as much pussy without giving up time.
Yes.
Women want time without giving up pussy. So we have competing different goals there. So if you're just giving me sex without me having like to do anything for you, that's a win for me. You win when you getting a dude's time, but not giving up sex. There's different goals, man.
Do you feel like if a woman actually admit to a guy like, hey, only thing you do bring to the table is dick, that he would get offended?
No, because that's what most guys want.
If he do, he fake offended. I can't believe
because if a female ever decide to leave, are you ready to take that L? Like, okay, I'm tired of just getting dick from you. Like, this is that and the third.
Another.
No, I'm saying, can he be okay with losing her? Because sometimes they be like, damn, I lost one, and it's the ego start like talking and tripping, and then they be like, well, why you gotta stop fucking with me? And it's like, you only provide a dick.
Can I tell you something?
Yes, you can.
It is a man. When I tell women, this is the advice I give them. Like they break up with an ex or something like that, or break something off with a situation. I say you cannot talk to him. A man, he gets his juices flowing off. She still care about me. She still want me. So the biggest thing is no conversation. That's how you win. No conversation. It's not you going to post that you out and doing things and stuff like that. That don't win. It's zero communication that wins those situations or whatever where you feel like you want to move on from a man.
Wait. So that means when they be hitting your phone up and then they be like, yo, can I come over and talk?
He shouldn't even have access. He shouldn't even have access to you. When he know it's him. When he calls you, it's a test to see if he has access. If you get random texts, it's a test to see if he still has access. It does. You ever been on a job or heard about somebody going on a job and they put their key card to the door and it don't work no more? That's how you gotta be. It need to turn red. It's turning green. It's turning green. They still got access.
And he giving y'all game because I know if you respond to my text, I know I still got a chance.
Exactly.
I know I got a chance.
Dudes be work. I'm on the back end of things.
Now, do y'all feel like a girl can have an ego?
Nah, I mean y'all can, but it's
he broke contact first.
But I'm just saying something to say.
Go ahead, D.
It's different though. Like you don't understand. A dude touch you was good. Now 1,000 things going through his mind. Why you didn't respond? You ain't hit him back. He didn't talk to you all day. He waiting for an inkling. You can even like his message. He's like, yeah, I still got her. But you seriously, if you cut communication off, you went. It's a mental game. It's a mental game because you cut off communication. You cut off access. That's important. A lot of women, I can't get rid of them. Are you still giving me access? Yeah, we talk. I check on him. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because you try to play yourself into thinking, I'm gonna give him this, I'm gonna have this amount of boundaries. No, you don't. You ain't got no boundaries. You think you got a whole wall up, and it's just all it is some pillows.
A fort.
You think you got something upstairs. He not getting in again. All he got to say, baby, come outside. Now you outside in the car. Now in the car foggy.
Hey, she get in, cry, and say, "Don't touch me." You know you back in.
Oh my God. Are you so far over there?
Get in the car. What you want?
You know what I want.
You know why I'm here.
And that's why I say that access, when you give up that access, that open the doors to new things and more things. But see, the women don't understand. You think you're in control of the situation. Once he gets in the door, you ain't in control of nothing. because he done stimulated you before, and those feelings come back to you.
Oh wait,
This
but
nigga
I know
spitting bars,
again
bruh.
we still kind of going a little bit away, but with us being on this path right now, do you ever feel like, I guess in them situations, let's say a guy does try to spin the block and come back around again, do you ever feel like a man can actually have like change behavior, like damn, like I guess realize that they really fucked
You think
up?
I have a connection? I'm about to go.
Well,
No, I'm about to go somewhere.
Uh-huh.
You think you have a connection with him? He's telling you have a connection. He can't let you go. No, you are accessible. That's what it is. I'm telling you, 90 to 95% of man is not, oh, I have a change of heart. I think things different. She's accessible. And like he said earlier, you start to lose a little respect because you're accessible. And I'll never see you as a wife. I'll never see you as the woman, my one and only. She's just somebody that's accessible. And I believe I can get to her at any moment and any time. Man, this other girl won't respond. Let me hit her up. Let me see what she's doing. That's what you are. And that's what you become to him. Because guess what? 9 times out of 10, you left him alone because he never went forward with you the way that you wanted to go forward. And you tried to push and he never would. But he spent the block because, yeah, he did probably enjoy certain things about you. But 9 times out of 10, again, it's because of your access. You're available.
And D, can I say something to that real quick? You made my mind kind of move with that. A lot of chicks get off on the fact, they say things like, oh, this dude can't leave me alone. Oh, I'm his favorite. I'm like, Slim, you dumb as shit. Because the only thing that we do in our mind, we go to the back of our kind of like our file cabinet in our mind and say, damn, who's the one I can fuck the easiest right now? And we know that women, y'all would rather fuck with a dude you already fucked with than go catch a new body. And we take that to our advantage. So it's not because your personality is so great or because you're a good woman. It's because you're the easiest to fuck. Most of the time.
And that's real. I'm saying that's real. I can't, because it's an ego. No, it is an ego thing. Nah, it's an ego. Nah, for real, it is like the key card going to think you. It's the access. It's the access.
So even then, so like to your point, in all relationships, but situationships, actual relationships, anytime where a woman recognizes like, okay, this nigga ain't doing the right thing, he full of shit or whatever the reason might be, and they break it off. If a nigga tries to spin the block, come back around, give excuse, I miss you, boo, and I'm changed. It should always just be no access. Like
I'm about to say something. I'm about to say something. Brother, whoever she talking about, don't get mad at me.
The road is closed.
And also that I can fight very well. But listen,
sure wasn't no
listen.
caution
I'm just gonna say this. 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, you want to leave that alone because as a man, I know, especially at this age, I know what I want. I go to a car lot, I know what I want.
Yep.
The team I like, I know the play I like on the team. I know how many rushing yards he got. I know all these things. I'm detailed about these things. So if I can't be detailed about something I love or care about, let's make that make sense. Am I really in love? Do I really got a connection with you? I'm leading you along because you're going with the flow. Let's go with the flow, baby. I used to love a woman that when I say let's go with the flow, she gonna go with the flow.
Do you feel like the guy that she's talking about had abandonment issues?
No, he ain't had no abandonment issues. He had some coochie issues. He wanted some more. That's the issues he had. He wasn't getting none, so he wanted to spin the block. That's exactly what he talked about. You go through your contact list. Yeah, she gonna give it.
Yeah,
up.
she's sweet for
Yeah,
it.
that's the mindset of most men. And I'm not saying, again, that's why I say women have to be cautious about that. And especially when men get to a certain age and they're going to keep playing the game and what he think is gullible. I'm telling you the back end of things.
Mm-hmm.
What the dude going to talk about with his friends. She gullible. You know we call women like that? Anybody familiar with basketball? What's the easiest shot in basketball?
Layup.
Exactly. Don't be a layup.
Be a full court shot.
What? Full court shot is crazy.
That is crazy as hell.
But don't be a layup.
You know we were on a full tangent right there. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah.
Because we're not even on topic.
I know we went off
really
topic like
not.
shit.
And Book, you haven't got a chance to say anything. So what was even the question? God
I don't
damn
even
it.
remember.
Oh.
We went from changing
I'm the
a
host.
tire.
Yeah, we were
went from
changing
AAA.
tires. Yeah, we were changing tires.
And I was
My bad,
asking,
my
was the
bad.
person long distance? They was like, no, the person's here.
Yeah.
I told y'all this is what me and my therapist keep talking about stuff. We going it's supposed to be
Ramble.
an hour.
Alex, do you remember? Because I think it
I
was
don't think
like,
it-
is it feasible to be in a long distance relationship in 2024 with social media? Something like
Yeah,
that.
we was
You
on.
already
I think
asked
yeah,
that one.
that was
No,
the one.
I didn't get Brooks' answer though. That's what I was saying. 'Cause
Oh,
we went
okay,
on that.
okay.
We went on that kind of tangent there. So I'll ask it again. Do you think social media helps or hurts long distance relationships in 2024? Brooke.
I think it can go either way. Like,
Mm.
also depending on how you met. Like, did y'all meet in person or did y'all meet on social media?
That's
Because
good
that
point.
also makes a difference. So if y'all met in person and then, you live other places, like say you're on vacation or something, you like, develop a relationship with that person, then you actually know them in real life, as opposed to you meeting them on social media and then you're just kind of going off of social media. You don't really know that person, you
It's
never.
like a build up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
catfish is a real thing. So you never know if that person is really that
But
person
you know what?
either.
I never understood how people get fat.
I never
catfished,
understood that
especially
either,
in
but
2024,
yeah.
and maybe like in the early ages of the
Well,
internet.
when
maybe.
Catfish first came out, it was possible.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
That's why I said in the
yeah.
early internet
Well,
days.
I think it's desperation
That's
in
true.
those
Mhm.
situations
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
somebody could they talk, especially somebody get somebody with their words initially.
Mhm.
And I'm busy today, baby. I can't FaceTime you. My service in here, baby.
But when do you actually wake up out of that whole thing? That's what I said.
Out of the
that,
delusion.
Yes.
People are
It
very
depends,
delusional.
yeah.
But do y'all actually watch that show? And it goes to what I was saying about women fall in love by them doing things for you because
Yeah.
a lot of chicks only be sending these niggas money and stuff.
Mhm.
And you ain't never met the nigga before. So I'm like, if you that sweet for a nigga you never met, I can only imagine what you was doing to dudes
I'm
you
not
actually
gonna pay
met
for a
before.
couch I ain't gonna sit on.
You don't know.
You'd be surprised.
One
don't
girl
know.
sent like $4,000 or something.
Do you remember that joint, Alex?
Yeah, she sent $4,000,
It's
and he had a
different.
whole girlfriend.
Damn.
He was in another relationship.
And she's pretty good looking too, wasn't she?
Yeah, but she was a little slow.
And she was a little bit.
Oh,
She
that's
had-
crazy.
she was a little-
You said she had 6 people in her class. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Rode a short
Why-
yellow bus.
Why does the slow have to be smart people in the class?
Hey, listen, I'm gonna
She
be.
could really be smart.
I'm gonna tell a quick story. I'm gonna tell. I gotta go watch my man Bud Crawford.
She just
But
wasn't
listen,
street
I gotta
smart.
tell this story. I gotta tell this story quickly. It's nothing to do with this, but it's something to do with this. I had a man's in high school, and I looked over. He was in the class. There was 5 people in there. I didn't know he was this way. Still my man to this day. With 5 people in his class. I said, "Hey, brother, what you doing? What type of class? What type of class is that?" And he said it's my class. But the other 4 individuals in there, I ain't never seen them before. But I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop before y'all get in trouble.
He just wasn't school smart, but he probably street smart. Hope.
BK, you got too much hope in people, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Way too much hope in
You
people.
do. Why you got 5 people? You know what? Never mind.
It was detention.
Yeah. All right. It was a different type of detention. I'm not trying to say the word. It was a different type of detention.
Oh, my God.
But you know what? He's a good brother till this day. He's a good brother.
All right.
That's all
So
that matters.
real quick, y'all. Do y'all think that long distance relationships can last without daily communication?
Hell no.
I mean,
No.
that's
That's the essence.
'Cause why you
I
ain't
can't
checking
see you
in?
now. I
What?
can't now talk to you. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know.
So I'm going to say absolutely not because see, this is
Yeah.
what I had to learn when I'm talking to women, right? The things that I do is I won't even have my phone a lot of the time. I'll set my phone in another room, right? But the thing that I learned women complain about with me is that even when we're close in the same state, they're like, "Hey, if you can't talk to me, just at least tell me. You know,
Yeah,
if you're gonna be
mhm,
busy, at least
mhm.
communicate that."
Mhm.
And I'm not thinking in my mind, I'm gonna ignore her because I don't want to talk to her. It's just like I ain't working on a project, working on work, something might be happening. I'm just like, okay, I'm not thinking about her right now. I might call at the end of the day, and she's like, "Why you
Pissed
ain't,
off.
why you ain't heard
Damn,
from
it
me
took
all
you
day?"
all the whole damn to think about us.
It's-
So do you feel like in that level, if you're that head on, like tunnel vision, that you are in a place to date?
Yes, because I think that no matter what, women are going to require a certain amount of attention. And I realize that if I have a girl, I have to give her that attention, but I just have to give it when I can give it, if that makes sense. I talk to you at least one time a day,
you
but it
just
might
gotta-
not be all day thing, is what I'm trying to say.
So do you think that you just have to find that girl that understand the attention that you can provide?
I had to do two things. I had to one understand that the relationship's not all about me, and I had to do some adjusting there. And then two, I started communicating when I'm going to be busy. Hey, you know, I might not be able to talk to you because I'm working on X, Y, and Z. I'll talk to you. I'll call you at 8:00 tonight, something like that. As opposed to me just not me going ghost all day and then saying, hey, at 8 p.m. So I'm trying to get better in that aspect.
I think if it's already long distance and then that's all y'all have is like the telephone and that's what they leaning on, I think that could be a problem if that's even lacking too.
Oh no, I agree. I was just
Yeah.
saying from a personal perspective, even with me being here. So I was going to say to answer the question, I think that definitely in long distance, that daily communication is probably even more important. What I was trying to say.
Yeah.
That was all you had to say on that, BK. You think daily communication is important in a long distance relationship? Can it last without it?
Define last. Like I don't know. Like does it lead to marriage? I mean, like, is it something like I
That's
don't know?
actually a good question.
Yeah, like
That's a great question. So let me ask you this.
whatever the goal is, if it make it to their goal, then hey, it lasted. But it's just I feel like if it's from a goal standpoint, it's very hard if you're not seeing a person and you're not communicating. How can it move forward if goals can't even be talked about to put in place or nothing? Like it's you cutting everything off naturally, kind of sorta. You cutting the water off.
So let me ask you this: every situation, whether it be long distance or not, your goal is marriage.
Yeah.
That's not with everybody.
No,
though.
I'm asking you.
Oh,
I'm asking you. Like, is that is marriage the goal, or is that one something you?
it once was the goal.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to get a healthy 1 year first. Marriage is the goal.
Okay. No, I'm just
trying to make it out here.
What? All right, now this is what I got a problem with. This is what I got a problem with. No, this is what I got a problem with. No, this is what I got a problem with. Y'all be saying y'all want marriage, then we really get in depth and start talking about it. You be like, oh, I don't know.
No, because I think
Like,
it was one podcast that came down here. We
I'm
talked,
just saying,
we
women
talked
in
about
general.
it, and we had to figure out like why marriage. Like, and I said at one point I wanted marriage because I seen the beautifulness of it because my parents married. I was like raised in a marriage household, this, that, and the third, yada yada yada. But now when I looked into the perspective of like with the legal purposes of marriage, it makes me not want to legally get married, but I know for another reason why I have to. It's kind of confusing, but I don't like the laws of that comes with marriage from the other person, like that third party that's writing the laws of marriage.
I don't the business side.
Yeah,
of marriage.
I don't want the business side of marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? It's mostly.
I mean, let me just
benefit.
Let me just say this: I'm open to it, but a guy can show me that they're not most to my benefit as well. So I don't know. That's like it's like giving my life away you, and if I gotta see if I could.
Can I say something? I think that BK, there's two things with that. One, the argument that you're using is normally an argument that most men use for marriage, because for the most part, if marriage ends, it's going to be the man that gets financially ruined, not the woman. And two, when I hear a woman say that they don't want to have marriage, it's not because they don't want it. It's because normally something's happened to alter their perception of it.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
It's normally like a more of I've been damaged, so I don't want it anymore. And not calling me damaged, but I'm just trying to say
I get it.
It's
like I'm open. If it comes, it comes. If it don't, hey, I'm not like, oh my gosh, I'm still not married. I'm this year. I'm not gonna sob about it, but I'm still open to it.
But you see like the difference between like you're just saying, oh, I'm kind of open to it. Remember, you have a goal for anything. You have to have it down on paper and be moving towards it. Not having a goal of just saying I'm kind of okay with it, that just kind of leaves you 50 years old, not married.
Well, I feel like I can have
retire.
it on. Listen, for a woman, I feel like we can have it on our vision board, but I'm not about to seek it. It's the man who seeks the wife.
Not the vision board, it's your actions.
Well,
your actions
no. You said the man seek the wife. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, like
because if you're a Christian, you believe in
trying to husband them.
You believe in a man that finds a wife find a good thing, right?
Yeah,
that's cool. You believe in that verse, but also what I've been talking about the people's preparation. Mm-hmm. If I call for Uber, right? Mm-hmm. I don't want to get too preachy, but if I call for Uber, right? Mm-hmm. I expect the Uber to be there. It gives me 7 minutes. It gives me 5 minutes. If I'm not there, if I'm not in position,
it will leave me.
listen, if I'm not if I'm not in position when I get out there, it's gonna go. It's not gonna be there anymore. I'm saying, hey, I do want a husband. I do want a wife. Whoever's saying this, saying these things, you got to be in position for it. That meaning you got to be ready and prepared for it. I can't just say I want these things. I got to be prepared for it. If you caught out of position, what's going to happen? It's going to pass you by. So that's what he's talking about. You look up, you 50, 60 years old. It done pass you by because you say, you know what? I'm just going to go to the flow. You know you done called that Uber. Now you got to get now I got to put my lashes on. I got to do my makeup. I got to do this. You called the Uber already. You should have been prepared to be in position when that thing. It even asks you pinpoint the spot you're going to be in.
Yeah, well, I get what you're coming from too. Like I say, I'm open because it's not like a shutdown like away, but it's not. I guess not in like even dating's not in my focal point.
A man gonna love that about you.
It's not in my focal point.
Listen to me. A man gonna love that. Or some man gonna love that about you. I'm not saying in a good way because again, when I going back to what I'm saying, they like to go with the flow. I love a woman.
But I hope okay, let me just say this. I still have a standard where if it's certain things is not being reciprocated and if I don't see growth, it's almost like walking outside. You've been dealing with a garden for like 5 years and it's still at the baby stage. No, something's going wrong.
I'm a man. I could get past that. I'm a man. I could get past that. But if you tell me marriage is my goal, that's sometimes how you get certain men away from you that don't need to be around you.
Yeah, that's why. Never mind. I ain't gonna
okay,
say that.
But that's how you get certain men away when you tell your expectations from the front.
Yeah.
And you follow through with your expectations. Because once you start allowing one thing, he's gonna test you for the next thing. He's gonna keep testing you for that next thing. So if you have set those standards and those expectations from the beginning and you follow through with them, because guess what? A man is a man. I'm gonna put my toe in the pool. I'm gonna put my toe in the pool and test you, see how check it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see what the temperature like. You know, that's what a man does. But if you say it's hot and he go test it and he put his toe in it, oh dang, it is. I ain't gonna mess with that. You know, that's the things you gotta do as a woman.
I have my shower on hell hot. So
you know, it's really I know we got a couple other segments coming up. I know we keep kind of going to different directions and whatnot, but I just wanted to say real quickly. Because I think it's been a good while since you've been on the show. At least since I was on here, it's been like a good while since you've been on here. I really, really feel like you should come on here more often.
I know. Welcome back.
I really, really do. Like, I will honestly say, since I was talking about marriage and whatnot, and I know we spoke about it briefly the last time you were here, and I was here as well too. I really love like your just your knowledge, like behind it, just your perspective. I really.
Cause we talking to a married man.
Yeah, but not even just married, but like just the way. Because I have a few friends that are married, and they'll be more so. Yeah, I'm married, but I got girlfriends. I have this and I have that, and so sometimes when I'm talking to friends that lead and that type, like I'm gonna be real with you. Like even though I'm married, like my wife good, but I be doing this, that, and the third. It's sometimes kind of as a woman that is single that does aspire for marriage, it does kind of be like, dang, like. I wonder, is that kind of like more of like the majority? Do a lot of men, and I feel like I meet a lot more men that kind of lead with that mentality of either, like I'm married, but I have a girlfriend or two and a girlfriend and mistress.
That's why I think
then I meet someone that kind of lead the way that you do.
Can I say this? I'm gonna just say this. Most people talk about marriage in theory and not reality, not being real with individuals and everything else. So I said that to say this. In reality, people don't say this. And when you get married or you're about to get married, marriage is something where it's a constant work. It's a work. When I say it's a work, you get married, it's you up here. You everybody, you get money from cards, you're going on your honeymoon, it's all the way up here. Then reality, you come off your honeymoon, bills, kids, all these things going on. So it's an adventure. You know how you're going down the hill and it's screaming. You're screaming. Then you get to a place in your marriage, say, you know what? We have to work on some things because we getting so just so embodied and everything. You're just staring at bills and everything else, the kids and everything else at one point in time.
You too?
So now you have to go back up. So that's why I said it's a constant work to get back up there where you were at or even higher. So I just want to say that about marriage. It's a work. It's a constant work where, again, you're not.
It's a constant work and a piece of work.
Yeah. And if I give anybody advice, if anybody watching, women or men, but mostly women, give grace in marriage. Give grace. Give grace to people. Give grace because life hard for every individual.
Mm-hmm.
Give grace. Make sure you're giving that grace because somebody might be having the toughest time at work, the toughest time outside the marriage. Give grace. Make sure you give grace.
Yeah, sometimes people only know grace when they about to eat. That's only the grace they know.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
but nah, we'll think about that. We'll think about that. It depends on how ratchet the show
Well,
is.
no,
This show
well,
is not as ratchet.
I know, but no, but like my whole thing, but even in there, but outside of the grace thing, my whole thing was just that I feel like I don't find too many married men that want to be like monogamous to their wife.
Let me talk about that. So here's the thing. Then that's to say it's a work. When you want a man to be monogamous, right?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you putting out and doing what you supposed to do too. Because again, you can't. A lot of women weaponize sex. I'm gonna put it that way. And if you talk to a lot of married men, women weaponize sex. When you take out the trash, so I ain't giving you nothing. Stuff like that. Like it's funny, but it's not. But like,
But do you think?
Like you ain't call that company to come out to the house to do such and such. Now I'm mad at you. I'm gonna weaponize it.
Now, quick
Go
question.
ahead.
Since we're on this topic, and then we can go back into the.
Just fuck my
it's
outline.
not really.
Hey, hold on. I just want to say
Because
you
he
got
said-
me on here. You gotta do that.
Because
As a matter of fact, but that's what he get, Alex. That's what you get.
But you said weaponize. Okay, so do you honestly think too, like sometimes you have to know your significant other, right, before you get married? Before you get married, right? So if a person already had issues being monogamous before he said I do, wouldn't you think those problems will still roll over even in marriage?
Yeah, I'm not saying that they won't.
So it's a choice, right?
But I'm saying no. Let me say this. Matter of fact, let me put the question back out there. Have any of you ladies ever weaponized sex? So you never weaponized sex in the way?
Yes.
Okay,
I was going my finger on the button.
So you never weaponized sex in your life?
No, I don't. And again, well, you guys tell me. Maybe this is weaponized for me when I'm upset and I'm like saying, not trying like if you don't do this and a third, like okay, like again the typical thing, like you're cheating, maybe you use verbally abusive things like that.
If
Then
you
in
do
that
that,
case,
I don't
those
be in the
things
mood.
it don't put me in the
That's
mood.
cool.
But I'm
That's
also not
cool.
married, so.
But I'm just saying in a
We're
relationship.
not talking about that.
Well, no, I'm saying so. Those were the reasons why.
I'm not
and
talking
then-
about
but
that. A
not
man
it.
shouldn't be doing
But
that,
But
right?
those are the reasons
but
why.
not
I did.
taking out the trash.
I'm talking about. I was being a little,
No, some people probably like
no,
that.
no, but I'm saying like more so in the reason where all right, you don't feel like it, right? You don't feel like it. You ain't gotta feel like it, but you done told this man, I got you tomorrow, or something like that, and then oh my head hurt, my back hurt, my shoulder hurt,
Anytime
my
that
pinky toe hurt. Like
anytime where I have not been, like I said, it's been back. Okay, like hey, I just
you
finished
the
working
only
a double.
honest one.
No, I'm just saying like being like a double.
I actually get aroused when my guy want me, so I don't know. So
For me, no. If I'm tired,
So
I'm
why do I
tired.
need to
I'm gonna sit there and
weaponize
say
it?
that. And if I got to study like exam or things that I can only speak for like how my relationship
All right,
was.
I'm about to
I
be
rolled
I'm
over
about
at
to-
1, 2 o'clock in the morning, my leg up.
Oh yeah, no.
That's crazy. But listen. But all right, so you don't. I'm sorry for taking over like this because I have to get into this. So you all don't weaponize sex. You don't do these things. You do everything right. What is your miscommunication between dudes? Because I heard all you say you were single, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the miscommunication? Why are you single? What's the disconnect between you and a man or any man of this generation? What's the disconnect?
I don't know. I'm just out here fighting for my life at this point. I don't even know.
Because we can't even get to a long distance if you can't even get to a real, relationship.
I think the disconnect was me not being honest with myself when picking guys and settling. Like I think that's what.
So you have a type.
So
not even a physical
not
type.
physical. Yes, I really feel like me not staying in the lane that I can even produce. Me going under that with sympathy caused more heartbreak to me because it's like trying to be Barbara the Builder. So I think that's where the disconnect at. I mean, just to be honest, I feel like that's where the disconnect at because like how he just said, but then you see good in everybody, or you have hope for everybody. It's just like I believe that if you have a plan. Let's see if you can execute it. Now, if I see that you're doing things like going a different route and direction, I don't mind walking away and saying, hey, this is not working, yada, yada, yada. I don't mind walking away because it's like, what are we being stagnant for? That's not what life is about. So, yeah, that's where the disconnect is at. So if somebody want to blame it on me, hey, it probably is me.
That was a kind of accountability thing, but I like it. I'll take it. What about you? What do you think?
I feel like for myself, and some of the past relationships or guys that I've like talked to, I know I've heard like I'm way too emotional.
Oh,
yeah, that I'm not. I'm quite emotional. I'm working on it. That is something I'm in therapy for actually. But
When you say emotional, you talking about like it goes up, like you're yelling.
the anxiety
it
go
goes
breaching.
like, yeah, and then
Yeah.
it crashes like really.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are things that I'm even outside of just relationships, just in like life period. Those are things that I am aware of that I.
Is it due to triggers when a man does a certain thing? He might not mean it in a way that is presented, but you trigger it because a man in the past has done it.
Some things, yes. Some things, honestly, sometimes I don't know what kind of. I have some triggers, but not. I don't know all of the. Also, sometimes it can just be onset by just, I don't know, just by anything. But I do when I'm maybe in those type of spaces, I do try my best. I'm not saying I'm perfect at it, but I do try my best to express those things. Like, hey, something upset me, or this and third, or hey, I think I'm in one of my. I'll use the term moods. I'm in one of my moods. I don't really feel like talking right now. And I will try to communicate those things because I know when I'm in spaces, I don't want to talk. I don't want to be bothered. And I'm just, it's really kind of hard just to express how you're feeling. And then I feel like sometimes when you're trying to express it out loud, I feel more, I hate these words, stupid.
It's like she don't try to weaponize it. She just in a moment.
Yeah. And I just really just don't feel honestly even. So I'm like, I can't even really honestly communicate.
When people weaponize it, they know intentionally that they're taking the vagina from you, and they don't feel, they know, they want you to crawl and beg, and they yeah.
Oh, see one of them ones.
Nah. But honestly, even like outside of the which I can say
weaponizing is intentional,
the emotional piece or whatever. But that was like really, but honestly about it. I've had a lot of guys actually come back and be like, oh, you know what, or like you said, well, try to spin. As to your point, the one guy
allowed them to change the tire and use that tire to spin your block, sis.
Damn.
So what?
You allowed them to change the tire and use that tire to spin your block.
They did try to spin it. A lot of guys. But even to your point, I am too nice. I think honestly, look, when the guys, I have been way too nice trying to get Ray Pookie and actually was sitting there guys that are like Tyrone, or even like I said, some men that sometimes have low self-esteem, or maybe make me feel like, oh, you make me feel like I'm not good enough for you. I'm like, I don't know how the hell I could have been.
Do you have somebody in your friend zone that tried you? Somebody that you put in a friend zone that have tried you?
Yeah, I do. I think everybody.
So let me ask you this: why didn't they get a chance? You weren't physically attracted to them?
That was one. I have a couple friends that I put in a friend zone. That is one of them. Other times it may be because I've seen them be extremely flirtatious with a lot of women around me, and so then it makes me kind of feel like I'm just one of one. Like whoever you can hit your shot with, it ain't because you're genuine. Like I really like your personality and like want to get to know you. It's because like, hey, I shot at you, and you just so happily just like.
Can I ask why you putting them in friend zone if you know what their intentions are?
You say why I put them? Because I
why are they even your friend?
What?
No, like why are they friend? If you know their intention.
Your friend.
Well, when I say the term friend, I say friend loosely. It ain't nothing like, okay, hey, we talking on the phone every single day or nothing like that. But you know, like I'm saying, like, hey, hi, how you or whatever.
No, but you're not answering my question. Why keep them around? Why keep them around?
So I think with her, she's like this. The word friend, she don't talk to these people daily.
Yeah.
It's not
gotta be a daily thing, but he got your number. He can hit you up when he want to hit you up. That's what I mean. Like,
at least like for when I'm using the term friend, like the one person that I come to like my mind right now, I may see like again laugh and giggle, ha ha he on social media when I say like again friend. But it's nothing where as though like we're talking late night on the phone or nothing to that extent when I'm using that term.
I don't think it's necessarily the friend part. It's just the fact that why do you keep them around or give them the openness to be entertained, I guess maybe.
Yeah.
I guess because maybe at this point in time, at least for like them, since there is nothing there is no flirtation, there is no, at least or I'm not sure. Maybe in my way of thinking, I'm like, okay, well, since they're in the zone,
From a
and-
guy's perspective, what he's about to say,
I-
if you would
allow
allow
it,
You're
he's
keeping
going
the hope alive.
oh, okay. Well, I guess like I said, since
False hope.
A back-
Well, no,
False hope alive.
well, I feel like I don't really ever give any type
Not
of
even
like.
just a false hope, but if he's around, is it something like he's going to do something for you? Is it a backup person?
if
Like,
you
can
call him right now and
anytime?
you tell him that you want to have sex, would he
Yeah,
allow
like,
you
what's
to?
gonna
Like, would y'all
happen?
have sex?
I feel like yeah, they definitely.
So
would
that's
be.
what he getting
Yeah,
at.
that's
But
basically
then,
Like,
what
what?
to be fair, I mean, I kind of feel like that for any of like the guy friends I honestly have.
Oh.
Like,
Those
or
are
just
true
That's
Look-
why
friends.
dudes.
Well,
look
I-
like
no,
when
I'm
their
just saying, no,
females
because
have
Nah,
guy
look at your
friends.
ego.
no, I'm not like ego, but I like even one of my good like one again. I said the term friend loosely when we had conversations like this, and I used the term friend. He was like, you're an attractive woman. There's no mail on your phone that's your friend, quote unquote. There's no mail on your phone that's actually your friend. It's like if you was to call their phone right now and say you want this and third, they would give it to you.
They're literally just waiting for their moment, pretty much.
So then I kind of it kind of made me kind of feel, well then damn, like is anyone really truly 100% my friend? Because I don't look at these people this way. Like
I'm gonna answer that question. No.
So do you feel like friends only can be like a
Yo,
genuine friend?
we gotta stop this because we going down too many different rabbit holes right now, and I gotta get back on my outline. You want to say something, D, and then we gotta move on. You got like 15 minutes left. before we
All
gotta
right, let's
shut this
go.
down.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
You sure?
I said no. I just had to do you like this because you did me like that. Go ahead.
All right, so let's go ahead and bring up smoke and mirrors real quick. This is Alex. You want to read? No, I can't see. I got my glasses though.
But you can't. Never mind.
I hope I say you still can't see.
Hey,
Yeah.
mind
Hey,
your
yo,
business,
no,
bro.
and you still can't see.
No, go to the other one, please.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go ahead. Sorry, I should have told you that.
okay.
So this is 19 long distance statistics that you didn't know.
Hmm.
So let's start from the top.
You reading all 19?
Oh,
Nah, hell no.
Alright.
We can-
I thought you said 15 minutes.
All right,
You want me to
listen.
read all of them?
Let's see.
Can I scroll down?
Yeah, scroll down, scroll down.
Okay.
He was very concerned.
Here are the night.
So go ahead. So here are the 19 long distance statistics that you are all waiting for. 10% of couples started in a long distance relationship. Okay, let's go. 14 million couples in the US are in a long distance relationship. 75% of college students claim they've been in a long distance relationship. And I want to tell you automatically, I believe that one because, like I was saying earlier about even the college thing. You said what?
I said when you go to the same high school and you kind of go your separate ways.
Yeah, and then your girl about to go get stroked out by Tyrone and
Ray and Pookie.
Don't act like the men is just being wholesome and the
And
other
Chad,
side of the
don't
can.
forget
Oh yeah, and then
Chad.
she also gets stroked out by Chad.
at Backbeaters University. This is 27% of couples never live near their long part. Near the partner initially. Okay, go ahead. Keep going. No, I'm not gonna read all of them.
Okay. Oh, you picking and choosing.
50% of couples in LDR met online. 3.5 years is the average lifespan of a long distance relationship. Do y'all think that's
They
long or
cheating.
like right on point?
Hey,
That's enough until they get tired.
Yeah, I think that's
long
about
to me.
enough to
I
get
think
Yeah, I
that's
think it's a
about
long
right.
time. Too. You
Yeah.
think it's a long?
I mean, for them to be long distance, I think if you was in each other's face all the time, then that might be a little long.
Let me ask y'all this question. What do
Nah.
you think the average relationship lasts? Like, what's the long, like how long does the average relationship last? Not
Before
long
it be like
distance.
that.
It depends what age. You
Yeah,
gotta
but
you gotta say age because 20s or
Yeah.
teens it
I mean, I was an anomaly though. Like the majority of my relationships, even when I was 20, I lasted about 4 or 5 years. I'm
That's
an
good.
anomaly. I'm saying, but like you're probably right. 20,
4 or 5 years.
Mhm.
bro. You know who I was with for 4 or 5 years?
Yeah,
No, I was cheating,
that
but
bro-
yeah, but
Oh, see, that don't even. We ain't
No,
counting that.
that doesn't
We ain't
count.
counting that.
that I was cheating,
You
Mom.
gotta take
Hey,
a couple
my
cheat
bad,
days
bro.
off.
Because I was thinking in my head, I said, this nigga like 60.
But you know what? That's the messed up part you say that, bro. Because like I've had like 3 or 4 5-year relationships, but they
But
kind
they
of
all
coincide with
overlap.
different.
That's what I'm saying. Like that don't.
He had
You
That's
were
not
just
fucking-
overlapping.
Yeah.
I was doing the math in my head.
Raggedy.
He
I
had-
want to
man.
give you
So
all the
it
facts.
was
to the
it was
story.
like a year each person healthy
Not partner.
One
No.
out of 5.
No, not even
One out of
that.
5 was how.
It's given like a day or a month.
I hope they don't watch this.
Oh man. If you hear a knock at your door.
Nah, okay. But I think that the average relationship probably lasts about I think 2 years maybe. Now that's even kind of pushing it, honestly. Maybe not this generation.
Yeah, I think 2 years might be pushing it nowadays.
So like what's like the wow, y'all still together? What's the years that a person have to say for it to be like a
Nowadays,
yeah.
girl, like 6 months.
Nah,
It's
nigga,
like, no,
nah, you ain't lying. But like where I kind of get, I always say this, like I don't respect the relationship until it's at least 2 years old, and I'm gonna tell you why, because science has proven this. I'm gonna pull the study up too, not today, but a different show, that anything before 2 years, you're still in the honeymoon phase technically. And people can put on a front for a very long time, but very rarely can somebody do that for 2 years. So I think 2 years is probably a good barometer for any relationship. And I think that at 5 years is like, okay, it's pretty serious.
You want me to tell you something? I just thought about that long distance. 3.5 years, that probably does work. I think when you're with somebody, you start living with them, you start paying bills with
So
them.
you
The
actually
whole thing really changed because you really
can stop
got
sharing
to-
it too, Alex, by the way.
I think that changes the whole thing. So 3.5 isn't that long when you think of long distance, because if you get in a relationship with somebody, because you got to think, what if it's a person that don't like to deal with people day to day, not someone that want to be in their
Say that,
face,
bro. I was just gonna say that.
like if somebody, because I do have a friend that don't like men in her face all the time, asking where she at, doing things like that. She can talk to men in spurts, and she's okay with it, and she's fine with it. Like she can talk to them in spurts. So I think like when you live with somebody, that changed the whole, because the problem solving. If I will say this, both people have to be problem solvers. If
Yeah.
you're not any type of, if
You won't
somebody's
get a
lazy,
complainer.
And there are some serious relationships, the people that are married that famously have separate houses, live in separate states.
different bed, not even different, not
I
even
Love
different
Lucy.
houses. People live in different, sleep in different beds.
Both my grandparents slept in separate bedrooms.
I don't think that's a bad
So
thing.
let me ask you. Never mind. I'm not going to ask
I
that.
know
Go ahead.
they were
I'm not-
married for over 60 years, but
Yeah,
both of them, you know.
well,
yeah,
I
'cause
know-
they had
I know
their-
older
Because
They
he
had
couples
their
wanted
own
to watch-
routines, though.
I'm about
you
to say he
know?
wanted to watch her show, and she
Like they
wanted
had
to
their
watch
own
her show.
routines. Yeah, they had their own routines,
I
so
don't
it
think
works
that's
for
a
them.
bad thing, honestly.
Yeah.
Like at one point, I thought that was like the worst thing in the world. So I'm like, what's the point of being married? But I understand the point of
One
having
of them
space in a
snored.
relationship.
Yeah,
One
they
of them
had their own
snored.
routine, their own thing. Yeah, so it worked out. Like my grandma woke up early. My grandfather went to sleep. So they
No
in order,
disturbance.
yeah.
So
And
could
then
that,
they meet in the living room in the middle when it's time to eat.
Could that work?
I was about to
You
say,
know,
I was about to
like,
ask
you
another
know,
question, but go
it
ahead.
works
could
out.
that work for you though?
Probably not.
Oh shit.
She's like, I need to have my leg.
I
right
like being the big spoon,
Go
so
ahead, go.
probably not.
It's all, hey, you know what? Hey,
You know what?
You know what? I love that for you. I love that for
Probably
you.
not.
I ain't gonna
You know.
hold you.
I love that
I
for
ain't
you.
gonna say what Brooke give me vibes. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna be quiet.
Hey, hey, shout out to the women that like being big spoons.
hey, Brooke,
Shout out to you.
hey, nigga, Brooke probably. a
Hey,
dominatrix
hold
or
on.
some
I
shit.
love you, baby, for being the big spoon. I had to give her a
Hey,
shout out.
hey, Brooke probably a dominatrix or something
I
in
actually
her
wanted to
past
be
life.
one.
You know what?
She
It
give
was
me
a
the
thought.
vibes, bro.
It was a thought.
Okay, I mean, hey, you live your life. Hey, do what you like.
So, do you think, Shanita, could you be married but have a separate bedroom? You think?
I possibly could. I guess similar to Brooke as well too. My grandmother and her husband, they had a similar setup as well too. Which at first, again, when I was younger, I thought it was weird as hell. Like, why the hell y'all got like sleeping? Until I thought it was like so weird as a kid. Like, why y'all sleeping? But again, to your point, as they get older, she always complained about how
I
much
don't
he
wanna be
snored,
bothered, you
and
know?
she couldn't sleep
Yeah.
at night. And yeah,
In theory, this works really well. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it became reality. But it's only from this perspective. I'm just gonna say this, and we're married, so I accidentally booked instead of a king size bed, I got 2 queens. It was the best decision of my life. The best decision of my life. I ain't gonna go into why, but it was a really.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because women want to be in the middle of the bed and then want to take all the covers from you.
Well, no, we end up sleeping in the same bed. We used the other bed for something else. But
Oh
listen, it
my
was a
God.
great, it was a great thing having 2 beds.
oh my god.
2 beds. I
Uh,
got 2 beds. One for the. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, man.
BK, could you be married but live in a separate room or have a separate house, whatever the case is? Could you do that?
Separate room, yeah, separate
Yeah,
house.
separate
That's
house is
a,
a bit
the
much.
bunch,
Yeah, that's a
but
bit
a
much.
separate room only because I'm a girl's girl and I want like the room to still be girly, still live like you
What?
know, and I still have a
Trying
lot
to
of
have your man
clothes,
in a pinked
makeup.
out room.
Yeah, no, that's
Girl,
what I'm
I
saying.
look, I'm here for it.
And it's like almost like a she shed inside the house,
A
but
she shed.
but
She shed is
but
crazy.
I'm going to say let me in your
Let me in the she
See,
shed.
nah.
let me in your room now.
Nah,
so
go
I
back to
can
your
see.
pink room.
Nigga, what? All right, let's go ahead and do this last segment, man, because then we're going to get out of here because y'all wilding tonight. Just F my outline all up.
At least I have
Nah. You know what? I ain't even gonna go in on you. I ain't even gonna say it.
Go in on a couple.
Nah, I ain't
All
gonna
right,
say it.
let's go ahead and go to unplug our last segment of the night, and we're gonna have Alex, our resident narrator, read this one because I ain't reading this again. This is our unplugged segment where we go on social media, Reddit, whatever the case is, give somebody some advice, and this is gonna resonate with a lot of y'all. Oh my God, did it delete it?
They deleted
The person deleted
Yeah, the
it.
person
Never
deleted
mind,
it.
we ain't doing no unplugged.
The
tonight.
person-
The person
We
deleted
just
it.
want to let you know the
Damn.
person didn't stand on business.
They was getting
wait, what
attacked. and deleted.
What
Damn.
happened? Oh, wait, I want to. What did it say?
It was a
What's the
good,
gist of it?
it was a
He's
good
not gonna
one
be able to
too.
remember.
I
Sorry, y'all.
think I'm really not,
He's
but
really not.
But basically, it was just a girl that was saying she was 30 years old, was tired of dating around, and was basically saying, "Is there any hope for me?" It was a really good detailed one. I want y'all to give y'all thoughts on it, but
Were
it is
people
what
talking
it is.
shit about her like, in the comments?
Yeah,
Probably
it got
why
it
she
got
deleted
it got
it.
pretty ratchet. She
Oh.
probably regretted it. But I think
Aw.
this has been an amazing show, ladies. I appreciate all of y'all. We're gonna go ahead and shut this down. We're gonna go ahead and start first of all with last thoughts. I want you to tell me, did you hate it? Did you love it? Would you come back? Most of y'all gonna come back anyway, but plug your social media, all that stuff.
Returning guest.
And we're gonna start with Alex first of all. Alex, we appreciate you. Last thoughts on the show.
Great show. It wasn't on topic, but it was still good. So.
Nowhere near
Shout
on
out to
topic.
D.
Shout out D.
Who's the host for today.
Hey.
Yeah. Go ahead, BK. Last thoughts. Plug your Instagram,
I must
all that.
say I enjoyed it. Of course I will come back, but tonight was good, even though we was rambling, but it was good. It was a nice, good little rumble. And you can find me at Tatterclean2_.
Shanita, go ahead.
I love tonight shows. Again, I know we got completely off topic, but I kind of feel like it was just really raw, and I cut no time to really think about, maybe some of the questions or things like that. It was just kind of off the top of the head. So I like the conversation. It was really good. Come back again soon, because I know you're gonna be here like that. Come back again. And y'all can follow me at NitaJ._.
Okay. The moment of truth. This is the moment of truth. We're gonna go one by one and see, does she deserve another shot on this show? And we're gonna start voting with Alex. Go ahead.
Yeah.
D.
I love the enthusiasm.
I don't.
D.
I mean, we know she gonna come back. Why would you voting?
D, what do you think about Brooke? Do you think we should have her back on?
She was on point for most of the show. She admitted to some things that some women would not admit to. So I could appreciate that.
Okay, so we got two yeses. Okay, BK, what you think?
I loved her. So yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Funny
Shanita,
too.
what do you think
Hell
about?
yeah, shit.
Oh my
Girl, bring
god.
your black ass back on. I mean, your light skin ass.
Thank you.
Hey,
Because this is as
yo.
dark as I get. My tan has reached its limit.
Oh my god!
You know what?
I get it. I get
Girl,
that.
Yeah, you feel me.
Look,
Lord have mercy.
Okay, so now here's the question for you. I'm gonna say half yes and half no. I'm undecided.
Are you
Okay,
kidding me?
I'm
You just
undecided.
wanted to be on the other side of the fence.
Right. Somebody
I'm
gotta be
saying,
difficult.
I'm making everybody know.
I gotta see it. I gotta see a little bit more from her, but I will say I'm
that means
willing.
yes.
I'm willing to give you one more show.
It's still a yes.
We gotta ask you this question though, Brooke. Here it is. Are you willing to forsake all your other responsibilities and just focus
She's gonna tell your ass no.
and dedicate your life to Shatter Illusionz podcast? Are you willing to do that?
Child, I got jobs. I got a kid. I don't know about all that now.
Okay, can you dedicate 1 week in a month?
I can work something out.
Okay, we'll have you back. Brooke might be a woman who deserves to be alive. I'm not sure.
I can work something.
You wow.
You
I
deserve to
just
be
thought about what you
alive.
said.
You're actually insane.
Not deserves to be alive.
Brooke.
Child.
Last thoughts. Go ahead.
I had a good time. Y'all are cool. We were off topic, but it's all right.
Way off topic.
I like the random conversation. It's always good.
Nah, but real talk, we appreciate you. We know you could do anything on a Saturday night. You came down and mess with us, and we mean that means the world to us. We appreciate you.
Yeah,
And
according to you, I like to be outside. So
you're good. You're good for one more show. Maybe no more after that. D, bro, appreciate you, bro.
take him to the greatest.
Great having you back on. Always love the conversation. Go ahead, give your last thoughts, plug your business, all that stuff, bro.
Yeah, listen, I just want to say this. Like, hey, if you this off topic too, but I just want to spit this. Hey, if you have a goal, dream, aspiration, go after it. If you fail at it, keep going at it, get back up, keep going at it, because life is short. So get what you want, go after what you want. But I do want to plug in my business major assessment financial. If you are starting a business, you need some financial lending, the overhead for it, I will help you out with that. Just get in contact with me. You know how to get in contact with me. Find me. major financial. I just shouted us out. But if you really need some funding, that's how I'm gonna know if you really need something. So but yeah, enjoy the show. Not ratchet at all. Enjoy the conversation. I hope. Let's see. I might be back. I don't know. But I'm gonna just tell this. I gotta tell my truth. My man's tricked me tonight to come to this show, but I love him. I love him so much. So I had to do it. So it is what it is. I had a good time with you ladies too. So
all right, camera on me. We appreciate y'all again. If you made it this far, we really mess with you. Like the video, fellas. Let us know what you want to see. We've been growing tremendously. I appreciate and love each and every one of y'all. But that's all our time. To the next time. This is Shatter Illusionz podcast. Kill the fantasy, build the dream. Love y'all, boys. We out of here.
Shut this